Good morning. We're here with Jay Coen Gilbert, founder of B Corp. Honored to have you on our channel at Sprout. First off, let's just make a short throwback. In 2005, you surprised your friends with a sudden announcement. You just sold your company, A&D1. What did you tell your people around you?
Thanks for having me on Sprout. I appreciate it. When I told my partners at And1 that it was time for me to go do something else, it was because I was inspired by the work that we were doing to create a more responsible company, but I thought I wanted to help support thousands of other companies around the world that were trying to use business as a force for good. And the thing that the world needed at that point was not just one more entrepreneur, but it needed a way to bring the voices of all of those entrepreneurs together with more power to project their voice into the marketplace and help people tell the difference between good companies and just good marketing.
So could you tell us, how has B Corp grown since then? Has it met your expectations?
So B Corp movement has greatly exceeded my expectations. In a very short time, there's now over 3,000 B corporations from over 170 industries in 70 countries all around the world who share one unifying vision to redefine success in business so that companies are competing to be best for the world, best for their workers, best for their communities, best for their customers, and best for the natural world on which all life depends.
Okay, so for the entrepreneurs who are watching and maybe wondering what's behind this stamp of approval, I mean, what does it take basically to become a B Corp?
Sure. So to become a B Corp, companies have to do three things. The first thing they have to do is meet a rigorous set of standards about their overall social and environmental performance. That's something called the B Impact Assessment. They have to earn a minimum of 80 points on a value chain of over 200 points. They have to then be transparent about how they've scored, and then they have to actually change their legal DNA so that they are accountable to considering the impact of their decisions on all of their stakeholders, not just their shareholders.
So in today's world, we have startups that need to scale fast as possible, and raise tons of money. How do you combine this philosophy with B Corp?
Sure. So there are B corporations that have raised hundreds of millions of dollars from very mainstream venture capital firms. There are at least 3 B corporations that have achieved over $1 billion valuations: Allbirds, the footwear company, Lemonade, the insurance company. Culture Amp is sort of a workplace employment satisfaction platform. All of them have received tons of money from venture investors and received over $1 billion valuations. There's over $3 billion that have been invested in B corporations over the last several years, and so there's no shortage of capital out there for great companies that have got a great purpose at their center.
Good stuff. And how are the Dutchies doing? And you mentioned the VOC as not really setting the right example, but how are we doing today?
Well, there are nearly, I think, over 100 companies in the Netherlands that are certified B corporations, and so the Netherlands, just like it was one of the leaders in the creation of the original corporation, I think the Netherlands can be the home of the reinvention of the corporation so that it's benefiting all stakeholders, not just shareholders.
And finally, what would be your message to these startups watching and who are not a B Corp yet?
Join us. We need your leadership. This is a team sport. To create the kind of system change that creates an economy centered on people and not just on purpose is going to require all of us to work together. And so we're welcoming you into the community, not just as participants, but as leaders.
Thank you so much.